The ERi-TV news broadcast crew and I, Dalit Zahaya, are now ready for your daily news briefing at 10:30 local time. But first, let us catch up with the major headlines. Conference on Adult Education Program organized in Asmara. Support of educational materials to disadvantaged students in Galalo in Forto subzones. China tightens export control in rare earth metals. And magnitude 7.4 earthquake struck off the coast of the southern Philippines. On our local report, the Ministry of Education, in collaboration with partners, organized a conference on 9th and 10th October in Asmara focusing on the expansion of the adult education program across the country. Mr. Petros Hailemaram, representative of the Ministry of Education, indicated that since the days of the armed struggle for independence, the APLF has been working to eradicate illiteracy, realizing its significance in expediting social change. Mr. Petros went on to say that since the independence, the government has been earnestly working to expand the program. Noting that it is impossible to achieve reliable and sustainable development without eradicating illiteracy, Mr. Petros expressed his expectation that the conference will have significant input in designing a roadmap for development of the program. The participants conducted extensive discussion on the progress of the adult education at the Ministry of Defense and schools and current situation of the adult education program, the experience gained from 2008 study on the program, the role of the Ministry of Education's mass media in the effort, as well as the implementation of extension education program. Mr. Gabrazgi Demam, Director General of Adult Education and Media at the Ministry of Education, said that efforts will be exerted to expand educational access and training in remote areas of the country and enhance culture of reading, and revive the productivity and creativity of citizens, and further expand the basic education program through mass media. The Ministry of Labor and Social Welfare branch in the subzones of Forto Sawa and Galalo have extended educational material support to disadvantaged students. According to 100 disadvantaged students from Homib, Molover, Tamarat, Girmaika, and Forto received educational materials for the 2025-2026 academic year. Similarly, 50 disadvantaged students from Buya Administrative Area Galalo subzone were provided with educational material for the same academic year. Likewise, as part of the effort to ensure nutritious food for all and everywhere, chickens were distributed at a fair price to farmers in Forto Sawa subzone. Residents of Molki Semi-Urban Center and Dembe Eritrea Administrative Area have conducted dirt road renovation popular campaigns. Noting that the program was part of the community-based implementation of the development activities, Mr. Hintab Woldu, Managing Director in the subzone, said that the campaign aimed to renovate a 20-kilometer dirt road that has been damaged due to flooding. Mr. Askodom Mengistu, Administrator of the subzone, commended the strong participation of the residents and called for continued engagement in the similar popular campaigns. Straight ahead is our international news after a short break. Welcome back. China tightened export control for critical rare earth metals on Thursday. The new restrictions were announced on Chinese Ministerial Conference and came ahead of the unexpected meeting between Chinese President Xi Jinping and United President Donald Trump late this month. The world's two largest economies have been locked in trade negotiation aimed at claiming tensions after they raised their tit-for-tat tariffs against each other earlier this year before then agreeing to pull back on the sum of these levies. Rare earth metals are one of China's major lever of influence with the U.S. In announcement number 61 of 2025, China said it was increasing export control of the 5 rare earth metals, in addition to the 7 it announced in April this year. In addition, on Thursday, China also placed restriction on the export of specialist technological equipment used to refine rare earth materials. Most of these restrictions will go in effect from December 1st. On our last report, a magnitude 7.4 earthquake struck off the coast of Davao Oriental Province in the southern Philippines on Friday morning, killing at least 6 people, triggering panic and caused damage across the region. The Davao City Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Office confirmed fatalities and said that 347 people were treated for fainting or minor injuries. Hospitals and schools across the region sustained damage, and scene of confusion unfolded as people rushed outdoors to escape falling debris. The Philippines Department of Education said the quake affected at least 12,000 schools nationwide, forcing the suspension of classes in 559 of them. At least 101 classrooms were damaged, while 5 students and 1 teacher was injured. According to local media reports, work and classes have been suspended in Davao City, while part of the city also experienced temporary power outage. Dear viewers, we've come to the end of tonight's news. Let's have a quick recap of the headlines. Conference on Adult Education Program organized in Asmara. Support of educational materials to disadvantaged students in Galalo and photo subzones. China tightens export control on rare earth metals. And a magnitude 7.4 earthquake struck off the coast of the southern Philippines. And that wraps up our stories for tonight. Thanks for watching and have a good night.